Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Revelations. Thanks for joining me. So today we're going to talk about Deuteronomy 6 and 7 and something that, you know how daily life just expounds upon what you're learning in God's Word. And this morning I read Deuteronomy 6 and 7, made lots of notes, and just took some time since I'm at the beach house, got out on my paddleboard and took a nice leisurely paddle through some canals. And in the process, I saw a dolphin, which I haven't seen in the canals up to yet. So that was an exciting thing. But the whole time I was thinking about fear. And I have this great fear of fish. People who are close to me know this. And yet I love to be near the water. Don't like to be under the water, but near it. And so as this dolphin popped up and I saw the back, I knew it was a dolphin, not a shark. But yet my healthy fear of knowing what a dolphin could do and tip me over, I moved to the side of the canal and then watched. And then continued to paddle forward because I had to go that direction to get back to my house. So as I was praying over all of this and thinking about that instance, and also introducing some friends to paddleboarding itself, the thing in the back of my mind was fear keeps us from doing things that are out of the realm of what we shouldn't be doing. Not only can it be used to scare us, but it can move us into making more wise decisions. And that's what God was talking about in Deuteronomy 6 and 7, as Moses was explaining how to keep the laws. And he said, listen, be careful, be diligent, remember, continue in what you have seen. Fear, when we get this anxiety within us about what we have learned, what we know to be true, it can take a bad road and it can take a good road, but it depends on how we handle the situation. And there is a healthy sense of fear to have as we go into situations, because if we don't have that fear, we can make some really unwise choices because we don't wrestle with the consequences of what our actions can do if we let them go or we don't think before we leap. And so, and then that was just Deuteronomy 6. Deuteronomy 7 goes into talking about how God says, I'm going to keep my side of this covenant, and my desire is for you to keep yours, to stay in this, to stay in the game, and to respect the boundaries of the relationship that I desire with you. And again, it comes back to that healthy fear of God. We talk about the fear of God sometimes when we think about, does that mean afraid of him? But no, it's being so conscientious of how we look at things and what we do as we make decisions, that covenant, that relationship is always at the forefront. And again, it goes back to being diligent, listening, and being careful. And that's how we stay committed to God too. But it's in that fear, that good fear, that we can draw upon the things that we need to make wise choices instead of being foolish. But we have to not allow that fear to be dismissed at any point. We need to continually be bringing it back and saying, how should I view this situation in the fear of the Lord? In what I know he says are his commands. And in what I know, as I've seen God work in my life, turns out for the good and doesn't turn out for the bad. So it's just this constant process of we need to continually be thinking, continually be fearing the Lord, not fearing the circumstances around us, but trusting that when God says, I've overcome this, he's overcome it and we can move forward. So anyways, just a little tidbit about fearing and how to use that effectively in faith. And so that's all I have to share today on Daily Revelations. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow, everybody. Bye.